Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to use if-else statements in PowerShell. So in this video you will learn how to use if, ElseIf and else statements in PowerShell. I think they are pretty useful because they allow your scripts to make decisions based on conditions. And now I will show you the basic syntax. So you have to type in if, and now inside of the parentheses you have to type in the condition, like this. Now you have to open the braces, and now inside of these braces you have to type in the code. So this is the main idea of if condition. And if condition is true, I mean if this condition is true, the code will run. If it is not true, it will not run, and basically if we don't have an else statement, nothing will happen. I will show you that in a second in the example. So we are removing that for now. I will create a variable, so number equals 10, for example. And now we will check, as I said, if in the parentheses we will specify the condition. So if the number is greater than 5, we will print the text number is greater than 5, like this. So what we are doing, if the number is here, so we are plugging number into here, 10 is greater than 5, always it is true, so the condition is true, so the code runs. I will press enter. As you can see, number is greater than 5. But if I will change this number into, for example, 1, and I will run it again, as you can see, we are plugging number here. 1 is never greater than 5, so nothing will happen. And now, because nothing is happening, we will add something what we call else, because we want to print something. For example, we want to print that this number is not greater than 5 or less or equal 5. So we will do it in a second. How can we do it? First of all, we will start the same. So if number is greater than 5, we will open the braces, we will print just greater than 5, we can close that. Now you can either start here with else, or you can go to the new line, because if I press just enter, I will execute the code, but I can do something like this, so I can press shift and enter, and we are going into the new line without executing the code. And if you like this syntax, you can do it. So now I will type in the else, and else we will print that the number is less or equal to 5. We can close that, and what will happen? Our number right now is 1, so this if statement will not be true, so we will use else statement to print less or equal to 5. As you can see, we are printing that. And if I will change it again to number, of course with the variable, number equals, for example, 100, and I will run it again, I will print that the number is greater than 5, of course. So we have two conditions, but we can add the third one. So let's say that we want to have one condition for greater, one condition for less, and the third condition for the number equal to 5. So we will do it again. I will clear that. I will set my number to 5, and now we will use again if statement, number greater than 5, we will print just greater than 5. Now we will use something what we call else if. So else if number is equal to 5, we will print just equal to 5, and else we will just print less than 5. So we have three conditions. In that case, number is 5, so we will print the second one. As you can see, number is equal to 5. Now, if I will make it 6, this is greater than 5. So as you can see, it is working. And if I will, for example, make it 4, this number is less than 5. So everything is working fine. Now, I will show you some comparison operators that I am using right here. So of course we can do it in the one line. I did it like a, I would say, block in the programming languages, but of course if the if statement is short, you can do it in one line. So let's create a equals 10. We can do, for example, if, and now I will show you some comparison operators. Now in the parentheses, a minus equals to 10. So this is the equals operator. We can print, for example, equal. It will also work in the one line, as you can see. They are of course equal. Now, if a not equal, for example 5, we will print not equal. So this is how it works. Of course they are not equal to each other, but oh, I made a mistake. Of course we have to use something like this, not the brace. And now, as you can see, they are not equal. And we have, for example, a greater that I did before 5. We can print greater like this. But again, I made this mistake with this brace. So it is greater, and maybe last one, if a is less than 20, of course it is, we will print just the less. So it is working. And now we can I can show you how to combine it with logical operators. So let's say that we have the variable age equals 20, and we want to check if the user is adult, so, or maybe young adult. So if the user is at least 18, but is also less than 30, for example, we can do something like this. So if, and again we can start like we did before. So if age is greater than 18, of course, and now we can combine it. So we can use AND operator and logical operator, age and less than 30. If you don't know how does, for example, AND operator works, you can watch my video about logical operators, but I can tell you very short. Basically, both conditions have to be true. So this has to be true, this has to be true, and this has to be true in order to whole condition to be true. And now we will print young adults like this. So we can close that. Of course, in that case, we are printing. For example, let's make it age equal to 5. Now we are not printing. And now, this is basically all in this video that I wanted to show you. And now, maybe at the end, I will tell you about some important tips at the end. So you have to remember that you are using parentheses for the conditions. You are using braces for the code blocks. And now, it's very important to say that PowerShell uses, for example, equals or not equals. In PowerShell, you cannot do something like this, like in, for example, programming languages. So if, for example, age equals 20, then do something, because it will not work. It does not work in PowerShell, and you cannot do something like this. So if not equals, and for example 20, it also will not work. You have to use this equal or not equal operator. And this is all in this video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.